Point 1. Start your day right, make your bed. Admiral William H. McRaven has a simple yet profound message for us all: start your day by making your bed. It might seem like a small, insignificant task, but it's more than just about keeping your room tidy. It's about discipline, accomplishment, and self-improvement. Think about it. Making your bed is one of the first things you do in the morning. It's a small task, but it's also a small victory. You've accomplished something right at the start of your day. It's a little boost of confidence that can set the tone for the rest of your day. If you can make your bed, what else can you do? In the military, discipline is everything. Soldiers are trained to do tasks with precision and care, even the simplest ones like making a bed. It's about creating order in the midst of chaos. This discipline isn't just for the battlefield, it extends to their personal lives too. Making your bed isn't just about cleanliness, it's a form of self-care. A tidy bed is inviting, it can improve your mood and even your sleep. It's a small act of respect for yourself and your surroundings. But the impact of making your bed doesn't stop there. It can lead to other positive habits. Maybe after making your bed, you'll feel motivated to clean up after breakfast or tidy up your desk. These tasks might seem mundane, but they save you time and reduce stress. They remind you that you're in control of your life and can take steps to improve it. So, making your bed is more than just a chore. It's a metaphor for taking control of your life. It's about starting your day with a win, fostering discipline, and creating order. It's a small step that can lead to big changes. So, tomorrow morning, take a few minutes to make your bed. It might just change your life. Point 2. Got your squad? You'll need M. In Make Your Bed, Admiral William H. McRaven shares a powerful lesson about the importance of relying on others. It's not just about asking for help when you're in a bind, but about building a network of people you can trust and who can trust you in return. He shares a story from his time in the Naval Reserve Officers Training Corps, MROC. He and his classmates were given a tough task to carry a heavy rubber raft over their heads for a long time. One of their team members fell sick and couldn't help much. But instead of leaving their teammate behind or giving up, the rest of the team stepped up. They took on the extra weight, making sure the task was done and their sick teammate wasn't left out. This story is a great example of why it's important to have people you can rely on and the power of teamwork. Life is full of highs and lows. When things are going well, it's easy to feel like you can handle anything on your own. But when things get tough, it's natural to feel overwhelmed and alone. That's when having people you can rely on really matters. Admiral McRaven makes it clear that it's not just okay to ask for help, it's a necessary part of life. We're social animals, and we do best when we're connected and working together. The relationships we build, based on trust and kindness, create a support network that we can lean on when times are tough. But remember, this is a two-way street. Just as we need others to support us, they need us too. This give and take is what makes relationships strong and lasting. It's about being there for each other, ready to help or just listen when needed. So, Admiral McRaven's lesson about finding people to rely on is about more than just asking for help. It's about building a network of support, based on trust and kindness. It's about knowing it's okay to lean on others when things are tough, and being ready to offer the same support in return. This isn't just important for personal growth, but it's also a key part of successful teamwork and leadership. Point 3. Life's messy, embrace it. Life isn't perfect. It's a roller coaster ride, filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. It's unpredictable, and that's what makes it beautiful. But it's also what makes it challenging. Let's take a look at a story that perfectly illustrates this. There's a young woman who's always been sheltered by her family. She gets a chance to study in a different city and jumps at it, eager to spread her wings. She meets a guy, they start dating, and soon, she finds out she's pregnant. But the guy leaves her high and dry. Now, that's a tough spot to be in. But here's the thing, she has choices. She could decide to raise the child on her own, hoping to find a better partner down the line. Or she could choose not to have the child and try to move on. Both options are hard, but they're her choices. They're her way of dealing with life's imperfections. But if she starts blaming herself, thinking she can't handle life on her own, or lets guilt and regret eat her up, she's fighting against life's imperfections. And that's a battle she can't win. It's not just bad for her, but also for her child. Here's another story. Lieutenant Martin, a friend of mine, loved cycling. But a tragic accident left him in a wheelchair. But did he let that stop him? No. He went on to become a successful painter and a father, and he still oversees triathlon competitions in Colorado. Martin's story is a shining example of accepting life's imperfections. He didn't let the accident define him. He adapted, he thrived. He accepted his new reality and found ways to live a fulfilling life. It's not what happens to us that defines us, but how we react to it. So, what's the takeaway here? Life is unpredictable. It's often challenging. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. We can choose to keep going, to find happiness, even when things are tough. We can choose to embrace life, with all its imperfections. Because that's what life is, beautifully imperfect. Point 4. Got lemons? Make lemonade. Admiral William H. McRaven, a decorated military officer, has a simple yet profound piece of advice: when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. This saying is a metaphor, a way of suggesting that we should take life's challenges and turn them into opportunities for growth and learning. Let's break this down with a real-life example. Imagine you're a student who's poured hours into a class project. You've given it your all, but when you present it to the class, it doesn't go as planned. Your presentation flops, and you get a low grade. This is your lemon, a setback, a disappointment. It's easy to feel down and defeated. But here's where McRaven's advice comes in. This is your chance to make lemonade. Instead of getting stuck in your disappointment, you can choose to learn from this experience. You can ask your teacher and classmates for feedback, figure out where you went wrong, and use this knowledge to do better next time. This process of learning and growing is your lemonade, the positive outcome you create from a challenging situation. McRaven himself is a living example of this principle. He shares that he initially didn't meet the standards of the Naval Reserve Officers Training Corps, NROC. This could have been a crushing blow, but instead, he chose to learn from it and push himself harder. He went on to command a SEAL team and served in Iraq and Afghanistan as a one-star admiral. His journey shows the power of turning life's lemons into lemonade. But let's be clear, this process isn't always easy or straightforward. McRaven admits that he made plenty of mistakes and faced many failures. But each time, he chose to learn from these experiences and keep pushing forward. This resilience and determination are key to making lemonade from life's lemons. So, when life gives you lemons, it's a mindset that encourages us to see challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. It's about taking our mistakes and failures and using them as stepping stones towards success. As shown by McRaven's life and career, this approach can help us navigate life's ups and downs, ultimately lead to personal growth and achievement. 2 words that can change your world. This is the essence of the phrase "don't fear, dare." But what does it really mean? Let's break it down. Don't fear is a call to action. It's about facing the things that scare us, the things that make us want to run and hide. Fear can be a powerful thing. It can stop us in our tracks and keep us from moving forward. But we're being encouraged to face it head on, to not let it control us. Dare, on the other hand, is about taking risks. It's about stepping out of our comfort zones and trying something new. It's about challenging ourselves, pushing our limits, and not settling for the status quo. It's about growth and improvement. Let's take a real-life example to illustrate this. In 2004, Admiral McRaven was part of a hostage rescue operation in Iraq. The hostages were held by Al-Qaeda, a group known for being unpredictable and constantly changing. The U.S. task force, however, was more traditional and slow-moving. The decision to launch a daytime raid was a risky one. It was filled with danger and uncertainty. But Admiral McRaven chose to dare. He chose to take the risk, to face his fears, and to act. The operation was a success, and the hostages were saved. This act of daring not only saved lives, but also earned Admiral McRaven respect and recognition. This example perfectly captures the essence of don't fear, dare. It's about having the courage to face our fears, to take risks, and to act even when we're unsure. It's about not letting fear stop us, but using it to push us forward. It's about daring to make a difference, to change our lives, and maybe even the world. So, don't fear, dare is more than just a phrase. It's a call to action. It's a challenge to step out of our comfort zones, to take risks, and to strive for growth and improvement. It's a reminder that we have the power to face our fears and make a difference in our lives and in the world. So, don't fear, dare. Point 6. Dark times? Look for the light. In the darkest times, there is always light. This isn't just a fancy saying, but a deep life lesson that Admiral William H. McRaven learned during his time in the military. Let's take a look at a story from his training days to understand what this really means. Imagine being in the toughest SEAL training. The instructors are always cooking up new ways to test your limits and see who'll throw in the towel. On the third day, one instructor came up with a clever test. He offered some hot food and a chance to sit by a warm fire. But there was a catch: 5 trainees had to quit the program to get this comfort. One trainee was about to give in to this temptation. McRaven, who was also a trainee then, tried to talk him out of it, but the guy seemed set on quitting. Just when it looked like he was about to quit, a tired voice started singing a familiar song. Before long, everyone joined in. Even when the instructors tried to shut them up, the singing only got louder and stronger. This simple act of singing together did something amazing. It gave the worn-out trainees the strength to keep going. The sense of unity and friendship that the singing created helped them bear the tough conditions. It gave them hope, a powerful feeling that can often make the difference between giving up and pushing on. This story shows the power of hope. Unlike motivation, which needs a clear goal and a way to reach it, hope can seem irrational. It reaches into our deepest fears and doubts and turns them into a belief that we can beat our challenges. It tells us, if they can do it, so can I. As long as there's hope, there's a way forward. This isn't just about military training. It's about life. For example, when we lose someone we love, we mourn their loss, but we also fear that we might have to face a similar situation. But it's often in these dark times that we find our inner strength and resilience. We find the light in the darkness, the hope that helps us move on. So, remember, in the darkest times, there is always light. It's a powerful reminder that no matter how tough things get, there's always hope. And with hope, we can overcome any challenge. Point 7. Conclusion. The smallest actions can lead to the biggest changes. Starting your day with a simple task like making your bed can set the tone for a productive and organized day. It's a symbol of discipline, order, and attention to detail, which are all essential qualities for success. Life is full of challenges, but it's how you respond to them that defines you. Embrace failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. Don't be afraid to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. It's the only way to truly discover your potential. Teamwork and mutual respect are crucial in any environment. No one achieves greatness alone. By respecting others and working together, you can overcome any obstacle. Don't judge people based on their failures, but on how they rise after falling. Everyone has the capacity for change and improvement. In the face of adversity, maintain hope. Optimism is a powerful tool that can carry you through the toughest times. Remember, you have the power to change your life, and, in doing so, you might just change the world. Start with the little things, and you'll be surprised at how quickly they add up to make a big difference.